The semifinals are here, and one of today's teams is guaranteed a spot in the championship round and a chance for the $1,000 grand prize. Who moves on? Will it be the Blue Blazes of Westbrook? Or the Red Riots of Orono? Find out next on High School Quiz Show, Maine.
Production support for High School Quiz Show Maine is provided by Energy is about more than just keeping the lights on. It's about living life. As parents, friends, and teammates, Unitil is proud to support High School Quiz Show Maine. Unitil, more than a utility, part of your community.
From whoops to uh-oh to oh no. Safety insurance can help you manage life's storms, even the indoor kind.
Since 1852, Bangor Savings Bank has been dedicated to keeping New Englanders at the heart of what they do. That means investing in communities they serve and supporting families and businesses. You matter more.
And by viewers like you. Thank you.
Welcome to High School Quiz Show Maine. I'm your host, Todd Gutner. We have made it to the semifinals. One of today's teams is going to move on to the final and possibly take home the $1,000 prize for their school's project graduation. Westbrook has had a great first year, taking out veterans school Gould Academy in the quarterfinals to make it this far. But they still need to get past Orono. The Red Riots defeated Freiburg in their quarterfinal and hope their second year on the show includes a trip to the final. Everyone is eager to get semifinal 1 underway, so let's get things going by meeting our teams. For Westbrook, we have Zachary, Logan, Finn, and Ezra, with alternate Isaac, and they're coached by Rebecca Bailey. And for Orono, we have Dorsa, Noah, Alan, and Jack, with alternates Micah and Nick, and they're coached by Troy Wagstaff and Shauna Goodall. The competition has 4 rounds: the toss-up round, the head-to-head round, the category round, and that fun lightning round. We'll start with the toss-up round. Now, all answers are worth 10 points, and this is the only round with no point deductions for wrong answers. Players must wait for me to complete the question, though. And if one team answers incorrectly, the other team will be given a chance to answer. Is everybody ready? Westbrook, Orono, you guys good? Yes. Okay, here comes the first question. Let's get going. In books by Dr. Seuss, what's the name of the elephant character that hears a who and hatches the egg? Logan.
Horton.
Horton, nice job. Prestigious awards given in the fields of science, literature, and economics are named for what Swedish chemist who patented his process for making dynamite in 1867? Ezra.
Nobel.
Nobel is right. What 4-letter word can refer to a long story about a fictional adventure or the long fiber used for knitting and crocheting? Logan again.
Yarn.
Yarn is right. Stephen Nederazic from Massachusetts wears glasses, completes a Rubik's Cube in under 10 seconds, and won an individual bronze medal at the 2024 Summer Olympic Games on which apparatus in men's gymnastics? Logan again.
Pommel horse.
Pommel horse, nice job. Up next, we have a picture question. Take a look at the monitor. Discovered in 1920 with a 60-inch telescope at the Mount Wilson Observatory in Los Angeles, California, this iconic cosmic structure made of interstellar gas and dust is located in the Eagle Nebula, 7,000 light years from Earth. Name this cosmic phenomenon. Alan.
Pillars of creation.
That is correct. St. John, St. Thomas, and St. Croix are the 3 largest of which group of islands that the United States purchased from Denmark in 1917? Go ahead, Logan.
The Bahamas.
That's incorrect. Orono, you want to take a chance? Go ahead, Alan.
The Virgin Islands.
I'll need more than that.
The U.S. Virgin Islands.
That is what I needed. Nice job. Meaning, turned to stone, what word describes wood that becomes fossilized when its normal cells are replaced by mineral deposits? Go ahead, Noah.
Petrified?
Petrified, yes. What U.S. federal holiday commemorates an announcement made in Galveston, Texas in 1865 informing enslaved people that the Civil War was over and they were free? Logan.
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth, yes. In science, the idea that a simple explanation for an event is preferable to a complicated one is commonly known by what two-word name that refers to a 14th century English philosopher and a sharp implement used for trimming whiskers? Go ahead, Finn.
Occam's razor.
That's right. Next up, we have a video question. So again, take a look at the monitor.
Hi, everyone. I'm Senator Susan Collins, and here is your question. In the United States, which political party was formed in 1854 by anti-slavery activists and gained prominence with the election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860?
Zachary.
The Republican Party?
That is correct. Biochemist Louis Pasteur developed a vaccine for what disease that is transmitted through the bite of an infected animal? Noah?
Rabies?
Rabies, yes. What American poet wrote a poem called The Defense of Fort McHenry that was adapted for the lyrics of the Star-Spangled Banner? Ezra?
Francis Scott Key?
Yes. In June 2024, British singer Charlie XCX released an album with what four-letter title that took on new meaning as a political meme when it was associated with Kamala Harris's presidential campaign in July? Alan?
Brat.
Brat, right. Histrionic behavior could be best described in which of the following ways? Calm and quiet, outgoing and friendly, or dramatic and emotional? Logan?
C, dramatic and emotional.
That is right. We have a math question now, the first one. In the equation 3x plus y cubed equals 24, if y equals 3, what is the value of x? Alan?
5.
That's incorrect. Westbrook? Answer's -1. -1. The events in the thoroughbred horse racing Triple Crown are the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness Stakes, and what race held in New York State? That'd be the Belmont Stakes. The National Security Act of 1947 established which branch of the U.S. military as separate from the Army and the Navy? Logan?
Coast Guard.
Incorrect. Go ahead, Alan.
Marines.
Also incorrect. There's only one more. The Air Force. The Mediterranean diet is an approach to eating that emphasizes whole grains, fresh vegetables, legumes, and what type of oil that is produced mainly in Mediterranean countries? Go ahead, Jack.
Olive oil.
That's right. The first line of a poem by Emily Dickinson says, "What is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul?" Alan?
Hope.
Hope, right. In 1967, South African surgeon Dr. Christian Barnard performed the first successful human-to-human transplant of what vital organ? Noah?
The heart.
The heart, right. Which of these things occurred at Promontory, Utah on May 10th, 1869? The completion of the first transcontinental railroad, the final battle of the American Civil War, or the opening of the first art museum in the United States? Ezra?
A.
A.
The Transcontinental Railroad.
Yep, we'll take that. Yep. People in ancient Egypt believed that the annual flooding of what river was caused by the goddess Isis shedding tears over the death of her husband? Zachary?
The Nile.
The Nile, yes. And that's the end of our first round. We got a tight one. Westbrook 110, Orono 80. Looks like this match is going to be a great one. Don't go anywhere. We'll meet the players when we get back. Before we go to the head-to-head round, we're going to pause and get to know our players with a slightly off-the-wall question. And it is, if you could have any animal as a pet, what would it be? We'll begin with Westbrook and Zachary.
I think I'd want to go with like a really exotic animal that not many people have. So I think I'd go with a cat.
You know I'm a cat dad, right? Do you have a cat?
Yeah.
You have a cat at home?
Yeah.
What's your cat's name?
Scout.
Scout. That's cute. Logan, your turn.
I also have a cat, but I'd have to go with Bear, because there's this.
Bear.
Yeah, there's this game, Far Cry 5, and you can have a bear as a companion, a fat bear with diabetes. So.
You want a fat bear?
Yeah.
How do you intend to feed a fat bear?
Cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers, naturally. Finn.
I gotta go with a kangaroo because it could double as a bodyguard.
Totally, right? Yeah. Like they'll punch, right? That's a good call. Ezra.
I'd probably take a frog or a toad of some sort.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you into amphibians or something?
No, I just think they'd be easy to care for. And
oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
We'll go over to Orono now. Dorsa?
You know, last time, Todd, we were expressing our love for our friend with the fiery locks, Teddy Dixon Smith.
Oh,
so
right.
I'd probably say that my dream pet would be his dog, Mila.
Mila?
Yeah.
What kind of dog is Mila? Do you know?
Unknown breed.
Got it. All right. Noah?
Well, last time I talked about how Teddy Dixon Smith was a big, really brought a lot of light to my life, and so does his dog, Mila. So I think if I could have one animal as a pet, it'd probably be her.
Definitely Mila. What's your favorite, part of Mila? Can Mila do any tricks or anything like that that you know of?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Well, maybe we could teach Mila some tricks. Alan, let me guess. You're into Mila too.
Well, yeah, but I got that dog already. That is my dog. So I might go with Todd Gutner's cat.
Aries. That is my cat, Aries. Just so you know, she's not a very friendly cat. She definitely doesn't like strangers. So you might get clawed a little bit.
I'll be all right.
You'll be all right? All right, Alan. Jack, let's head down to you. Wrap this up.
Well, Todd, I like the idea of your cats, but it would probably make my allergies act up a little.
Oh.
So I'm going to go ahead and choose a dog. And the reasoning is I have two, and I don't really have any complaints.
Okay. Do you have a specific dog in mind? Type of dog?
Maybe a boxer.
A boxer?
Yep.
All right, we finally got an honest answer out of you guys. Thank you very much. The head-to-head round is next, but first, find out how you can win a great Maine prize package in our Viewer Question of the Week contest.
All season, the Viewer Question of the Week had numerical answers. Last week, we told you to add up the first 11 answers and divide by the answer in quarterfinal number 4. If you had all 12 answers correct, you ended up with a number that's notable in Maine's history. To enter the contest, send your name, town, and final answer to quizshow@mainepublic.org. A winner will be chosen at random from all correct answers and receive a 2025 Maine State Park Vehicle Pass. Entries must be received by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, May 25th, 2025. The winner will be announced on the season finale of High School Quiz Show Maine on Thursday, May 29th, 2025. For full rules, terms, and conditions, and to see the questions, go to mainepublic.org/quizshow.
It's time for the head-to-head round. Players alternate facing off one-on-one right here at the desk. Correct answers are worth 10 points. Incorrect answers will cost you 10 points. There are 90 seconds on the game clock. Players ready? Here we go. The 4 operas that make up the Ring cycle were written by which 19th century German composer? Wagner. What city in Spain is historically known for making swords and shares its name with a city in Ohio?
Toledo?
Yes. Of the 4 types of tissue in the human body, which type covers the exposed surfaces of the body and lines?
Skin.
Epithelial tissue. What island state of Australia is named for the Dutch explorer who is believed?
Tasmania.
Tasmania, yes. The length of nails used for carpentry is measured in what unit that's roughly equivalent to a 1/4 inch? Penny. As of 2007, daylight saving time begins in the United States on the 2nd Sunday in which month? March. What U.S. city will host the Summer Olympics in 2028?
Las Vegas.
Los Angeles. American virologist Jonas Salk developed one of the first...
Polio.
Incorrect, the 1950s. In 2024, the fastest song to reach 1 billion streams in Spotify history was what song by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars?
Die with a Smile.
You got it. The only butterfly known to make a 2-way migration to survive cold winter climates is what butterfly?
Monarch.
Monarch. From the Italian word for sound, what is the name for a musical composition that consists of 2 to 4 movements in the same key, but with different tempos or characters? Ooh, I heard the bell before you buzzed in, unfortunately. We've got a score of Westbrook 120, Orono 80, and the category round is next, so don't go away.
Production support for High School Quiz Show Maine is provided by
the custodians clean the schools, we drive the buses, we get the fields ready to go. I've learned over the years that becoming involved with MEA makes a big difference. It takes everybody's collective voice to make a change. My name is Jay Nicholson, and I am MEA.
The Worthington Scholarship Foundation, dedicated to the success of Maine students by providing scholarships and personalized support throughout their college journeys. Learn more at worthingtonscholars.org.
Live and work in Maine, providing resources to those who want to relocate, move within, or stay in Maine. Proud to sponsor High School Quiz Show Maine and thanking Maine's educators and schools for preparing the workforce of tomorrow.
And by viewers like you. Thank you.
We're back, and next up is the category round with the following choices: Digging Deep, Vanishing Axe, On the Run, Genie, A Hard-Working Guy, and I, Robot. Each team will alternate control of 2 categories. Questions have increasing point values. With each question, they can choose to answer it and either gain or lose points. They can skip it and neither gain nor lose points. Or once per category, they can toss and force the other team to answer. Players will have about 5 seconds to confer and decide what to do. Orono, you trail by just a little bit. Noah, you get to pick the first category.
I think we're going to go with On the Run.
On the Run. These are questions related to running. Here's the first. Currently, the shortest distance track and field event for both men and women at the Olympics is a sprint or dash over a distance of how many meters?
100.
100 is correct. On the Run for 15. Ethiopian runner Abibi Bikila won a gold medal at the 1960 Olympics running barefoot for 26.2 miles in which event?
The marathon.
Marathon is also right. On the Run for 20. Women were not permitted to compete in the Olympic Games of ancient Greece, but they had their own track and field competitions that were dedicated to which goddess who was the wife of Zeus?
Hera.
Hera is right. On the Run 25. ESBRU is an abbreviation for an annual race in which competitors run up 1,576 stairs to the observatory level of what New York City landmark building?
The Empire State Building.
Yes. And on the Run for 30. Annual runs to raise funds for cancer research take place every year in memory of what Canadian who attempted to run his own Marathon of Hope across Canada in 1980?
Terry Fox, God bless his soul.
Terry Fox, indeed. I echo that. You swept the category, Orono. Now we're going over to Westbrook. Finn, you get to choose your first category.
We're going to do Vanishing Acts.
Okay, Vanishing Acts. These are questions about mysterious disappearances in history. Here's the first. A sudden weather change caused by the Gulf Stream might have caused the cargo ship USS Cyclops to disappear in 1918 when it was passing through what mysterious area near Florida?
The Bermuda Triangle.
Right. Vanishing Acts 15. Aviation pioneer Amelia Earhart and her navigator Fred Noonan were lost forever in 1937 during a flight over which ocean?
Pacific.
Pacific is correct. Vanishing Acts 20. What explorer, who was born in Italy but is better known by his English name, voyaged from England to Canada in 1497, then set off on an expedition to Japan in 1498 and was never heard from again?
Champlain?
That's incorrect. It's John Cabot. It's Cabot. Vanishing Acts for 25. No one knows what happened to the 11 people aboard what ship that left New York for Italy in 1872 and was found abandoned near the Azores a few weeks later?
You want to skip?
Skip it. The answer is Mary Celeste. And the last one in Vanishing Acts. 12 Years a Slave is the life story of what man who was kidnapped and enslaved and then disappeared forever sometime around 1857?
We're going to toss.
You want to toss over to Orono. I will reread the question now. Vanishing acts for 30. 12 years a slave is the life story of what man who was kidnapped and enslaved and then disappeared forever sometime around 1857?
Frederick Douglass?
That's incorrect. It's Solomon Northup. Solomon Northup. That wraps up that category, though. Orono, you can make up for it right now with your second category. Noah?
We will take a hardworking guy.
A hardworking guy. These are questions about the 12 labors of Hercules.
Wait. We're locked in.
That didn't sound good. All right, here we go. For the last of his 12 labors, Hercules captured what many-headed dog who guarded the underworld?
Cerberus.
Yes, that is correct. A hardworking guy for 15. For his 9th labor, Hercules had to obtain the belt of Hippolyta, queen of what race of warrior woman?
The Amazons.
The Amazons, right. A hardworking guy, 20. Hercules' 7th labor involved a visit to King Minos on what island, where he captured a rampaging bull that was causing all kinds of destruction?
Crete.
Yes, Crete. A hardworking guy, 25. A genus of invertebrate water creatures who have the ability to regenerate lost body parts takes its name from what multi-headed creature that Hercules slew in his 2nd labor?
The Hydra.
Hydra, yes. And hardworking guy for 30. What is the name of the king who ordered Hercules to perform the famous 12 labors as a way to atone for murders that Hercules had committed?
We'll skip that one.
You want to skip it. The answer is Eurystheus. All right, we have one more category to go. We're going to head over to Westbrook now. And Finn, what's your last category going to be?
We're going to do iRobot.
iRobot shall be. These are questions about robots and robotics. Here's the first. What character is the main protagonist and leader of the Autobots in the Transformers media franchise?
Optimus Prime.
Yeah. iRobot 15. What word that refers to a large group of honeybees traveling together can also refer to a large group of robots like kilobots programmed to work together on a single task?
Swarm.
Swarm, right. iRobot 20. In which film franchise is a Detroit police officer named Alex Murphy transformed into a cyborg with the designated name OCP Crime Prevention Unit 001?
RoboCop.
Right. iRobot 25. Researchers have used a robotic vehicle called an AUV to study which of these things? Coral reefs in California, the surface of Mars, or volcanoes in Hawaii? The U in AUV is a clue to this answer.
The coral reef.
That is correct. Coral reefs in California. iRobot for 30. Derived from Greek and Latin words meaning touch, what is the name for a robotic technology that can replicate the human sense of touch or provide touch-based feedback to tell a user what a robot is doing?
Haptic.
You got it. Nice job in that category, Westbrook. And that's the end of our category round. We've got a tight one. It's Westbrook 225 and Orono 220. Everything can change. It probably will in the lightning round, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay, we're heading into the final 90 seconds of gameplay. It's the lightning round. Players, you do not have to wait for me to finish the question. You can buzz in at any time, but do not answer until I call your name. You get 20 points for each correct answer. Incorrect answers will cost you 20, and the other team does not get a chance to answer. Our clock is set. Good luck, both of you. Here we go. Meaning outer skin. What is the scientific name for the outer layer? Go ahead, Logan.
Epidermis.
Yes. In the books of Michael Bond, Paddington is what kind of animal? Dorsa.
Bear.
Yes. The Aztec Empire was based in which modern-day country? Logan.
Mexico.
Yep. The sun is composed mainly of hydrogen and?
Helium.
Helium, yes. What is the present-day capital of Japan? Logan.
Tokyo.
Yes. Grand Canyon National Park is in which U.S. state? Logan.
Colorado.
Incorrect. Arizona. What gold-colored gemstone forms from fossilized tree resin? Ezra.
Amber.
Yes. The conflicts known as the Boer Wars took place in what country? Ezra.
South Africa.
That's right. The Analects is a collection of teachings of what Chinese Noah?
Confucius.
Yes. And a standard deck of playing cards. How many cards, Logan?
52.
13. Albacore is a widely consumed species of what food fish? Alan?
Herring.
Incorrect. Tuna. What series of horror books by R.L. Stein takes Noah?
Goosebumps.
Right. What interstate highway runs from Maine to Florida through Noah again?
I-95.
You got it. Which zodiac sign for January and February is known as the water bear? Logan?
Aries.
Incorrect. Aquarius. The Tet Offensive took place during which Noah?
Vietnam War.
That's right. Leaves of Grass is a poetry collection. Go ahead, Logan.
Walt Whitman.
Yep. Chicago and Milwaukee. And that's the end of the lightning round. And our winning team and heading to the finals is Orono with 320 points. They're moving on to the Season 8 championship. Our runner-up, Westbrook, had 285 points. Thank you for playing. You did so well to make it this far. We hope to see you again next year. Join us next time for the semifinal number 2. Yarmouth takes on Deering. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on High School Quiz Show Maine.
Production support for High School Quiz Show Maine is provided by Energy is about more than just keeping the lights on. It's about living life. As parents, friends, and teammates, Unitil is proud to support High School Quiz Show Maine. Unitil, more than a utility, part of your community.
Home renovations can increase the value of your home. Safety Insurance offers a variety of home insurance products to cover your home's increased value. You can ask an independent agent about Safety Insurance. Safety Insurance will help you manage life's storms.
Since 1852, Bangor Savings Bank has been dedicated to keeping New Englanders at the heart of what they do. That means investing in communities they serve and supporting families and businesses. You matter more.
And by viewers like you. Thank you.